Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our channel Specc English Course and Club. And with our special program English is Easy. And the topic is Toefl structure and written expression. And then the skill focus for today is adjective clause. Well, adjective clause is like an adjective. The function of the adjective clause is modifying a noun. Okay, so in Bahasa we call it anak kalimat. And then modifying a noun yang menerangkan kata benda. Okay, the noun that is modified is called antecedent. Okay, different antecedent with different connectors. If we use different antecedent, we use different connectors. Yeah. All right. Now let's see the example. If the antecedent is a person, and then we use the connector or the relative pronoun who or that. Okay. Now let's see the example. Matt is the student who always attends all of the classes. Okay, the student is an antecedent, and then who, that is the connector. Okay, who always attends all of the classes is the adjective clause that modifies the word student. Okay, all right. And then when the antecedent is a thing, okay, we use the connector which or that. Okay, now let's see the example. My senior gave me the book which tells about the life in the 50s. Okay, the book is the antecedent, and then which is the connector or the relative pronoun, and then which tells about life in the 50s. This is the adjective clause that modifies the word the book. Okay, all right. Now let's see, when the antecedent is a time, we use the connector or we use the relative adverb when. For example, this is the year when the Olympic Games are held. The year is the antecedent showing time, and then when, that is the connector or the relative adverb. When the Olympic Games are held, that is the adjective clause that modifies the word the year. Okay, now if the antecedent is a place, and then the connector on the relative adverb is where. For example, he took me to the office where he works. The office is the antecedent, and then where is the connector. Okay, where he works, that is the adjective clause. Okay, now let's see when the antecedent is reason. We use the connector why. For example, please give me one reason why you did that. Okay, one reason or reason here is the antecedent. And then the reason showing reason. And then here, why is the connector. Why you did that? That is the adjective clause that modifies the word reason. Okay. Now let's see the exercise here. I just finished reading the novel, blah blah blah, the professor suggested for my book report. Okay, there are 4 choices here. A, that is who, and then B, because, and then C, which, and then D, where. Alright, now let's see. Okay, the novel, yeah. The antecedent, the novel here is a thing. So, which one is the most suitable answer? That is which. Alright. So the sentence becomes, I just finished reading the novel which the professor suggested for my book report. The correct answer is C. Now let's see the TOEFL exercise. Example for number 1. Alright. Dolphins form extremely complicated allegiances and blah 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 continually change. Let's see the choices. A. Amenities that. And then B. That are amenities. And then C. Amenities that are. And then D. That amenities. Now let's see, okay, the sentence again. Dolphins form extremely complicated allegiances. And then N. Yeah. So connect, okay, coordinate connector here, and yeah. So allegiances is a noun, and then we need another noun. Okay, it must be amenities. Okay, but okay, now let's see A or C. We have to see here passive or active. Okay, change, okay, is verb 1, so it must be active. Okay, so which one is the right answer? That is A. Okay, allegiances and amenities that continually change. Okay, so change is verb 1. If change is verb 3 or past participle, okay, the answer could be C. That are continually changed. Yeah, but in here we have change, so amenities that continually change. Alright, so the answer is A. Now let's see another example for error identification. The racket with whom I was playing was too big and too heavy for me. Okay, the racket with whom. Okay, racket in here is the noun that is modified. Okay, is it a thing or a person? Well, so it's a thing. So we don't use whom. Yeah, but we use which. Right? Okay, so A is an error. Okay, alright. So for choice B or C, that is correct. Okay, I, so we use the verb was, the to be was. And then was for C, that is referring to the subject racket. Racket is a singular, so we use was. Right? And then N for choice D, too big and too heavy. That is connect the two things. Okay, adjective and adjective. So D is correct. So the error is A. So the answer for this question is A. Well, is that clear for you? Alright, so if it is useful, you can share and then can subscribe this channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.